Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a different video. I am filming a very requested everyday makeup routine. I am kind of nervous to film this video because obviously I'm not a qualified makeup artist. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I know that I will most likely do my makeup weird for some people, and my technique and all these everything to do with makeup will probably be different or wrong, or I don't know. But you all want to know how I do my makeup every day, and to be honest, I thought it would be a really good idea because the makeup that I'm going to do now is the products that I've used all throughout Love Island. Every fire pit ceremony and all my nightclub appearances for Love Island, and my any photo shoots I have to do that I do my own makeup. These are the products that I use and this is what I do. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy. Please give this video a thumbs up to let me know if you like these kinds of videos. I'm not sure whether you want me to stick to strictly vlogging. I certainly won't be doing tutorials because, like I said, I'm not that good at makeup. But yeah, I can definitely show you guys what I do and how I do my makeup, but more so the products that I use. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I zoomed you guys in just a wee bit. Got my smoothie. Alright, so this is the Maybelline Master Prime, and it is the hydrating primer. So I whack that on. I also got a facial yesterday. Oh my god, I got a facial yesterday, and so they said that my skin could be a little bit like temperamental over the next couple of days. So my skin isn't the greatest right now because she's a little frazzled. But I put that on, and then I generally like to let that sit and settle in. So just gonna do a little prime thing, drink my smoothie. Yes, honey. For everyone that hasn't met the Huns, hide your box, honey. This is my little kitten. Well, she's not a kitten anymore. She is, oh, okay. She is 6, how long ago was Christmas? 7 months old, 8 months old. And yeah, she was a rescue. She was going to be put down in 24 hours, and she was the teeniest, tiniest little kitten. And she was riddled with fleas and worms, and she was in a really bad way. She literally fit in the size of my hand. She was tiny. I'd never seen a kitten so small. So I think she's a little bit deformed because she's quite small for a cat. But she's my little angel and I love her. See, she's tiny. Okay, bye. So back to makeup. Foundations, I mean, fucking primer's done its thing. So I really need to get like a little mixing palette thing, but at the moment I just use the back of a makeup palette. So look guys, I don't really know how much of this I use. I just put a little squirt on. I don't know, pea-size amount, more than a pea-size amount, I don't really know. MAC Face and Body, and then I use the Mecca Maxima Illuminating Primer. And put a little dollop of that in there as well. See, this is what I'm not too sure about. I don't think I've ever gone overboard with how much illuminator I've put in, but I could imagine if I put too much in, I'd probably look like a disco ball. But haven't had that happen yet, that I'm aware of anyway. And then I just, to mix those two together, make a little concoction. So then, yes, I just mix it, put that on, and then the brush that I use, another tip that I learnt from Normie, I was always using a beauty blender but he said that it will absorb too much of my makeup, and because I already use such a natural finish makeup, that I need to use something that doesn't absorb so much to get more coverage. And I actually really like the way this applies my makeup. So just need to get myself a mirror. So then once I get an even base, I then just go over with a thin second layer. My biggest thing with my makeup is my base. The one thing I care the most about is how my skin looks and my complexion. So I will spend the most amount of time on my foundation, because in my opinion, if my foundation looks good and my skin looks good, then everything else on top's just gonna look schmick. So then I take my beauty blender and take the small amount that's left on the palette and just run over my whole face. So this also picks up any excess that I may have put down that I don't need, but it also just, it's kind of acts, I feel like it acts like an eraser, because sometimes when I'm impatient and I'm not patting, I'm swiping with that brush, it can leave little brush strokes. So this just makes sure I don't have any of that freaky shit going on. Next we have concealer. So this is the Maybelline concealer, doesn't have a name, in the shade 10 Light. Up until about 6 months ago, I never used concealer. I never understood the hype. Whereas now, I don't know whether I've just gotten uglier so I need it or I can just appreciate it more. But yeah, this last 6 months I've gotten on the concealer bandwagon. With my concealer, my housemate's just got no. Samantha?
Huh?
You've caught me at a very interesting time. You want to come say hi?
No.
How's my setup? I've been getting so distracted because I just see people walking past.
Setup is hectic.
Yeah.
Score.
Score. Alright, that's concealer done. Fabulous, darling. Alright, next I use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Sandstorm 004, and I just set under my eyes. I make sure I like go right over it with the beauty blender just before I put this on, so that I don't set in any creases. And I also set my eyelids. I don't always do this step, but I do like to do it because it looks really nice. I use the Mecca Cosmetica, it's the Lit From Within Illuminating Balm, and I think the shade might be Enlightened. I don't know, this is really nice. Even when I'm not wearing any makeup at all and I've just got moisturizer on, I will put this on my cheekbones. So I just whack my booty blender in it and run it on my cheekbones, and I do this before powder. Like, obviously put this on straight after my base. I don't put it on top of powder, and I always run it up my nose because we already know I've got a big snoz, so why not draw more attention to it. Once I put the Illuminator on, I set my face. So I'm just using this same powder. Weird smoothie concoction today. So, first step to my bronzing process is I use MAC Give Me Sun Love it, love it. The brush that I use for that one is the blush brush by Real Techniques. So I just go in with a little bit of bronzer. And I'm pretty just messy with this. The reason why I do this before brows is so that I can sort of get this shit everywhere, because I love to look bronzy. I don't know how people do talk through videos, like talk about their life while they do their makeup. I'm finding it really hard to multitask right now. The next excessive step in my bronzing process, something that I learnt because when I was in Spain I was like, I want to be a bronze goddess every bloody day of the week. So I bought the Rimmel Sun Shimmering Bronzer. Yeah, we'll go with that. And this is in the shade Gold Princess 001. I just swam a little brush around in it and pretty much put it where I just put the bronzer, because it just makes you look like a bronze goddess. And next is contouring. I use the Morphe M405 brush. No, this isn't sponsored. I'm not a Morphe affiliate person. I just use their brushes. To be honest, they're shit. This sheds like a mother. You can probably see it. I hate this brush. It sheds like a bitch. If it didn't shed, it would be amazing. But anyway, moving on. Never going to be affiliated with Morphe after that. I use the Benefit Hoola bronzer. It's an iconic bronzer. Yeah, so in the old cheekbones she goes. Next, blush. Something that I can give or take, if I'm being completely honest. Blush is something that I really couldn't give two shits about. Again, the word illuminating gets thrown in this video. I'm using the NYX Illuminator, but it's a pink one in the shade Chaotic. And I use this brush again because on the old cheekbones. Next up, we have highlighter. And this is my favorite step. So recently in the mail, I got a package from Makeup Forever. Not sponsored or anything. They just sent me some makeup and I found my new favorite highlighter. It did used to be Laura Geller Gilded Honey. That is phenomenal. In the shade Undetectable Luminizer. It's the Pro Light Fusion highlighter. I don't know what the shade is, but it's a golden shade. It's very, very similar to Gilded Honey. But yes, I take it on a little fan brush and put it, you know exactly where. Oh, I love highlighter. And yes, I did put it on my nose. I received 1 or 2 messages about my big nose post Love Island. Thanks. Really nice. Really like hearing that. But yeah, I contour my big snoz and then put a little bit of highlighter. Alright, what do I do next? I do my eyes and then I do my brows last, just because I get a little bit like with the blending brush. But yeah, I basically just run Give Me Sun through my crease and even on the lid as well. The brush I'm using for this is another Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number on it, but it's just really big and fluffy. For my lower lashes, I do the exact same thing. Just take another Morphe brush. I also got this in the Makeup Forever package. It is the Glitzy palette and it is the most magical thing. Hang on. I think I've just realized that this is a face palette and I've been using it as an eye palette. Well, I've been taking Golden Sand because it's a really pretty shimmering color, and whacking that on the middle of my eyelid. But then I take a little brush and I take pink gold and I whack it in my inner corner. Next step, what do I have next? Right. Brows. This is the Benefit Ka-Brow, and I have it in the shade, there's no shade on this, that's great, that's great. Brush them through. And I also use the little brush that comes with the Ka-Brow because it's actually really small and works really well. So yeah, just feel my good old brows in. And then I just take whatever's left over and do the front of my brow. Next step, eyebrow gel. This is just the Australis Lash and Brow Clear Gel. This shit sets your brows for days. And I brush my brows up because I love them to look messy. Last but not least, I just put a little bit of lip balm on. No, that is a lie, that is not my last step. I brush through my lashes. And then I use MAC Prep and Prime because I use powders. And that is a step that I will never miss because I hate the look of powdery makeup. So that is my makeup done skis. So yes, that is my everyday makeup routine, my night clubbing routine, my photo shoot routine, my Love Island routine. That is, I'm a simple gal. Let me know what you guys want to see next down in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.